The wife of rapper Kanye West has quietly returned to her native Australia, minus her husband, where she was allegedly confronted by worried friends at an intervention. Bianca Censori's loved ones raised concerns about her relationship with the Yeezy designer and are now confident she is aware of West's controlling ways after being told to wake the expletive up, insiders claimed to Daily Mail. The architectural designer, 28, slipped back into the country last week, her first trip home since marrying 46-year-old West nearly a year ago, to catch up with her parents Leo and Alexandra and sister Angeline. The Censori sisters were spotted last Friday night at the popular Melbourne bar Marquee of Lorne, in Fitzroy, where sources say they partied until closing time. One patron said Ms. Censori went largely unnoticed in the bar. No one made a fuss at all. She was with her sister and they just blended in with everyone else. Even though her outfit was sort of on the outrageous side, they said. I didn't even recognize who she was until a mate of mine pointed her out and said, "Look, that Kane's missus over there. She was there just having a good time and a few drinks, catching up with friends. It was really no big deal." At one stage during her solo trip to Melbourne, it is understood Censori reunited with two longtime girlfriends. It marked the first time she had seen them since secretly tying the knot with West last December. Censori had previously accused her friends of being jealous of her newfound fame when they expressed concerns her husband was manipulating her into a radicalized version of his former wife, Kim Kardashian. But after months of allegedly avoiding those closest to her, a source claimed to Daily Mail she was starting to see things from an outside perspective. Everyone is just glad that they finally were able to get through to Bianca, they said. Her friends let her know exactly how they feel and they told her that she needs to wake the expletive up. She knows that she has shut out those close to her and she is also starting to see through the smoky mirrors of her marriage. She is aware of Kanye's controlling ways and she is starting to see things from an outside perspective. Their reunion was documented on Instagram, with one of Censori's friends sharing a picture of the three of them alongside the caption Mrs. Yee, a nod to the rapper who legally changed his name from Kanye Omari West to the mononym in October 2021. Censori's trip home coincided with West's father-daughter holiday in Dubai and Saudi Arabia with North 10, whom he shares with Kardashian. According to the source, Censori chose to go home after it was made clear to her that West would be only taking North with him. They added, it was clearly hard for them to break apart for the week, but there was no other option really. Daily Mail has contacted representatives for Censori and West for comment. Concerns for Censori, who was previously described as a social butterfly by one of her childhood friends, began in recent months after pictures emerged of her in a series of eccentric outfits and engaging in lewd embraces with her husband. A few of her friends managed to contact her at the time, but she allegedly told them to expletive off, a source revealed in September. These comments came after Censori was pictured in Florence, Italy, wearing nude tights and carrying a purple pillow to cover her breasts. The couple was also filmed engaging in what appeared to be a risque act during a boat ride through Venice, with West baring his naked buttocks to tourists while Censori nestled her head in his lap. Last month, Daily Mail was told Kanye had instructed his wife to never speak, and had issued a set of rules for her to live by, including specific foods she can eat and what she can wear. Kanye has a set of rules for Bianca, which includes never speak and wear what he wants her to wear, a source claimed. She is also required to eat certain food items and to work out even though Kanye doesn't work out. She has no mind of her own anymore and obeys him because he has convinced her that they are royal. Censori, who was hired as the head of architecture for Yeezy, married West back in December 2022 just weeks after his divorce from Kardashian was finalized. The pair was able to keep their legal union a secret as they wed under a confidential marriage license in Palo Alto, California, meaning it did not make the public record. They listed their marital home as his ranch in Wyoming, but they moved into a $20,000 per month West Hollywood apartment after saying "I do." The newlyweds stayed without the help of extra staff and security for 6 months until June, when they employed protection ahead of overseas trips to Japan and Europe. Kardashian, who has 4 children with West, disclosed this information on her reality show The Kardashians, which is said to have infuriated Censori. A source said, "Bianca thinks it was quite tacky of Kim to divulge this information on the Kardashians and, by doing so, she was actually putting her kids' safety in jeopardy. The public doesn't need to know that their kids would be without protection at any time. She just wants Kim to stop talking about her husband Kanye in a negative light to try and make herself look better."